Audio Jungle.
Hello and welcome to Screen Time here on YouTube. I'm your host, Justin Chisholm, and this show is all about movies, TV shows, and game reviews. And today I decided to pick a brand new movie to review. And the thing is, there are quite a few new movies that have come out. There are a few that have been delayed due to COVID-19 that I will look at reviewing eventually when they come out. But yeah, there's a few that have come out. The one I decided to focus on today is Disney Pixar's new movie called Onward. But before we get to the review, we have the Onward trailer for you all right now.
In times of old, the world was full of wonder and magic. But times change.
I'm a mighty warrior!
Morning, Mom!
Hey, birthday boy!
By the laws of yore, I must dub thee a man today. Kneel before me.
That's okay.
I have a gift from your dad. He just said to give you this when you were both over 16.
No way! It's a wizard staff. Dad was a wizard!
What? Your dad was an accountant.
This spell brings him back. For one whole day, Dad will be back.
What? Back to life? That's not possible.
It is with this.
I'm gonna meet Dad?
Whoa, feet!
It's getting harder to hold!
Ah, he's just legs. I definitely remember Dad having a top part.
Oh, what did I do? Hi.
We only have 24 hours to bring the rest of him back.
Until then, ta-da!
Oh, that's great. Dad, you look just like I remember.
You got a problem, Shades?
If it's adventure you seek, you've come to the right tavern.
Oh, no. We might be out of gas.
But it says we have a full tank.
No, that doesn't work. Growth spell. We grow the can, and then the gas inside will grow with it. Elbows up.
I'm trying to focus here.
Focus.
Holy, forget it!
It worked! The can is huge! And the van is huge! And you're... Oh no.
So, Onward came out March 6, 2020, and is an animation, adventure, comedy film directed by Dan Scanlon and stars Tom Holland and Chris Pratt. Now, if you don't know any of their other films, check them out for sure. Tom Holland, he's been in the new Spider-Man films and in the more kind of last final Avengers films. And also, I believe, it's Captain America Civil War as well. And Chris Pratt, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy. He was also in the final Avengers films. And he was also in the most recent Jurassic World films. Check out their other films. I'd highly recommend them. But this review is for Onward. So, I myself really liked Onward, to be honest. I liked it more than I thought I would. It is Disney Pixar's newest film, and it is on Disney+. I'd highly recommend checking it out. And basically, let's just say here for this, I'm a huge Disney fan. I like a lot of Disney films. I own a ton, and I grew up watching Disney movies. I myself did grow up watching Disney movies. I had a ton on VHS, stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, so the film is basically, it's you got like mythical creatures like elves, centaurs, and other stuff. And basically, the elves, they're what they call wizards. Basically, the elves, they basically use magic until they discover technology. That's right, technology. And like what we have in real life today. So they decide that they don't need magic anymore. And so yeah, basically magic pretty much no longer exists until two elven brothers by the name of Ian and Barley Lightfoot, played by Tom Holland and Chris Pratt. And basically they receive this this type of Ian receives this type of staff type stick thing. It's they call it a staff, I guess. I think it's like a staff that it was also came with a phoenix gem, and this was left to them by their father, who basically at the beginning of the film you find out he passed away and stuff. And basically, yeah, it's left to them by their father. It came with a phoenix gem, but it also came with a spell that allows them to like bring back their father for only 1 day. And when the sun does, and then once the sun set, and when the sun sets, that's pretty much all. That's pretty much the end of that day. And with this, they discovered that their father, he was a wizard. Now, that's the thing. Before they received this staff, the brother Barley here, he plays this type of game with wizards, manticore, that type of stuff. And that's the thing. The film kind of takes it where it's like this game that he plays is based on real life here in their world. And here's an image of the game that he played. So, yeah, they discovered that their father was a wizard, and they try to cast a spell to bring him back. But the spell becomes basically incomplete, and it only brings back half of him from the waist down, which is kind of odd to see. Especially if you're trying to bring back a person with magic, it's like you don't want to bring back just half of them. Oh my. But yeah, they bring back only half of them, and so they end up going on this magical quest to find another Phoenix gem, because when they were trying to bring back their father, the first one shattered. It really did. And yeah, so they go on a quest to find another Phoenix gem, and the first place they go to is this tavern type restaurant that is run by this what they call this legendary manticore. And I'm not sure really how to explain what the manticore is, but here's an image of what it looked like on the screen for you. So along their quest, they also had some cryptic maps and other, like I said, mythical creatures that they see and meet. And the film, like, it is made to look like it's like in modern day. So you got vehicles and stuff like that, schools and all that type of stuff. And they do a lot of the modern day stuff that we would do. Go to school, stuff like that. And that's one thing I was going to mention, is that Barley is in Ian is in high school in this film. He's trying to impress the cool kids as well. And and his brother, his brother owns this type of van. I think it's called Guinevere, he calls it. It's really cool, and here is an image of what it looks like on the screen for you. So while they're gone on this quest, there's one scene where their mother, the mother of Ian and Barley, based by the name of Laurel Lightfoot, played by Julia Louis DeFras, I believe the name is, and she discovers that her sons basically are missing, and that they went on this quest. So to bring their father back, and basically here's the thing. She goes to see the Manticore that they went to see, and she tells them, okay, what they're going on this quest for to find like a Phoenix gem, and they're like, and the Manticore's like, oh no, it's like we gotta go after them because like as soon as they take the Phoenix gem, a curse actually happens. Oh my, another curse. In every single type of adventure film, it seems like there's always a curse. Anyway, so, because the curse it brings this stone type of dragon to life. It's made out of stone, and I will get to that later. So, basically, she gets the help of the Manticore, and basically, along the quest, Ian, he learns to get better with magic, for sure. He learns to cast spells and all that stuff. Because he kind of used to be scared of a lot of things, too, before he got like the magic staff and stuff. So, like, he basically grows as a wizard. And it's really good to see what, like, their adventure and stuff. They have a lot of fun. And throughout the whole film, like, you see that Ian, he actually longs to see his dad. Like, he's really never really met his father because in the film, the father passed away when he was, like, literally very young. And basically, they come across different magical creatures as well. There's one magical creature that they're almost like a motorcycle gang in a way, and they're really tiny, I guess, in a way, to be honest. And yet they ride motorcycles. It's like they need a lot of them to actually control even one motorcycle. And here's an image of what they look like on the screen for you right now. Basically, so they come across those type of creatures. They also come... What else do they come across? They like I said, they come across that Manticore and stuff. They also get into a cop chase as well, which is kind of interesting. It's a good film. Like, I thought was not gonna like it at first, and I will get into that a little bit. So there was the final battle where they are starting to bring their father back, and they find the Phoenix gem that they were after. But then they come face to face with this dragon that's like made out of stone, and they have to defeat this dragon. And basically, this is all going on while they're trying to bring their father back. They have to defeat a dragon. And that's the thing. During the battle, the mother and the Manticore are fighting, and they don't really end up defeating the dragon. But then Ian, he decides that he's going to sacrifice his chance to see his father, which is kind of interesting. And I will get into that in a second here, because earlier in the film, you find out that Barley didn't really get a chance to kind of say goodbye. He didn't really have all that good of a memory of his father, because he didn't get a chance to say goodbye as well before his father passed away. And it's interesting. You see this character who actually goes to longing to see his father, but then sacrifices his chance and gives his brother a chance to kind of say goodbye and see his father again, that type of stuff. Like, it's interesting. In a way, that whole scene, like, honestly, I found it actually, in a way, it was, like, sad, but yet happy. Because it shows, like, a flashback scene where he sees that his brother, Barley, was more, he was like a father figure to him when he was growing up. So he found out he kind of already had what he wanted his real father, to teach him. Like, his brother, he taught him to drive and stuff. Like, his brother was more of a father figure in a way that taught him to do pretty much almost everything that he wanted to do. And so, yeah, basically, Barley, he gets the second chance to say, like, see his father again and say goodbye. And like I said, it was interesting that Ian sacrifices his chance and goes, and basically he wanted to see his father throughout the whole film. But yeah, it's quite interesting to see a character do that. And so, yeah, honestly, basically his brother taught him how to use a lot of the spells and stuff. And I actually happened to really like this film. It is 7.5 on IMDb, but personally, I think it should have been rated higher, like an 8.0. Yeah, I found it that good. Like, at first, I thought I was not really gonna like the film, but from when I watched it, it turned out to be better than what I thought. And yeah, I would highly, really recommend this film, especially if you are into Disney films and into a lot of that mythical stuff like dragons and other stuff. Yes, Onward, for sure. Check it out, without a doubt, and you will not regret it. And with that being said, that's actually the end of our show for today. I look forward to seeing you back here next week. Please don't forget you can follow us on social media on Facebook and Twitter at screentime@outlook.com. And also like, comment down below, and subscribe if you liked the show and want to see more episodes. We'll see you next time here on Screen Time.
Audio Jungle.